What is up, guys? I'm the Senator, and today we will be ranking the attacker secondary gadgets of Rainbow Six Siege. And if this video does well enough, there will be a part 2 where I go over the defender secondary gadgets. And I was originally going to have the attackers as well as the defender gadgets in this video, but that was going to be way too long, so I'm splitting it into 2 separate videos. Also, I need to preface this by saying that me placing a gadget in, say, the number 5 spot isn't me saying that the gadget is bad, and if I'm being honest, I don't necessarily think that there is a bad secondary gadget in this game, but I think some are better than others and serve a better purpose. I'm also not basing this list on how the gadget works with a specific operator, but just in general. Like, I'm not going to place the Flashbangs above everything else because they work specifically great with a Nomad or an Ash. They will be ranked based on their own merit. So anyways, enough with the intro, let's just dive right into it. Starting off at the number 5 spot, we have the Claymore. Now, is the Claymore a bad secondary gadget? No, not at all. It is able to protect your flank, but if we're being honest, a competent roamer will be able to see the Claymore and its bright red lasers coming out of it. In most instances, the roamer who sees the Claymore will either be able to shoot it, throw an impact at it, or the Claymore will be too far away that if they can't shoot it or they don't have impacts, they can just walk around the lasers. So when it comes to protecting flanks, it's not the greatest. It does have the capability, but with how often Nomad is picked, it's just better to have her in your team, and she does a better job at protecting the flanks than a Claymore. However, when time is ticking down and a roamer is going on a huge flank, it is very possible that they're going to be looking for the attacker and not be looking down to see if there's a Claymore. And in those instances, you can get a kill with it and stop that flank. The Claymore is also great for being able to protect the diffuser. I've seen it so many times where the defender is going for the diffuse, but they can't see the Claymore, so they die, and the attacking team gets the win.
Nice. Oh no! Yes! Yes! Let's go! Oh my god, yeah! Let's go the Claymore! Oh! Senator! You love to see it, man!
It doesn't happen often, but it does happen. But to me, the only area where the Claymore really excels is at stopping runouts by putting the Claymore under a window. Overall, you will get the occasional kill by a Claymore, but most roamers are smart enough to see the Claymore and deal with it. It's not a bad gadget, but I don't think that it is the best, and I really think the number 5 spot is fitting for it. Again, not saying that the Claymore is a bad gadget, it's just not the best in my book. Coming in at number 4, we have the Breaching Charge. And looking at the Breaching Charge, I really couldn't decide whether or not I wanted it in the 5 spot or the 4 spot, but I think the number 4 spot is pretty fitting for it. When it comes to soft breaching, you're pretty much guaranteed to always have an Ash, Zofia, Sledge, Buck, or Ace on your team, so it's not like the Breaching Charge is a must. However, I will say that it is great for vertical play. If for whatever reason there isn't a Buck or a Sledge on your team, whoever has the Breaching Charge can fill that role of the vertical player. And some ops can really excel with the Breaching Charge, like in my video on Nomad. Breaching Charges are great for her if you want to play vertically. She can protect the flank with her air jabs and open up the floors. So again, the Breaching Charge does have a lot of potential, but I feel that when looking at the other attacker gadgets, this is in a fair spot. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the Flashbang. And I'm going to call it Flashbang because that's what it's called. Many call it Stun Grenade because that's what Ubisoft calls it. I'm going to call it a Flashbang. Get over it. And you may be surprised that it's in the 3 spot because it's rare that you're able to blind someone, or it's rare that you get blinded yourself. And a lot of you may cry foul because you think the Claymore or Breaching Charge is better, and you can make fair points for that. However, when looking at how much defender utility is in this game and how Jaeger and Wamai are brought every round, either one or both of them are always being brought. If you have flashbangs available, please bring them. You need to be able to burn up the Jaeger ADSs or my magnets, because nothing is worse than having your Ash Zofia shooting the breaching rounds to take care of a Maestro Cam or a bulletproof shield or whatever it is, and it be caught by the magnet or the ADS. So when using the flashbang for its intended purpose, it's really not that effective, and it's rare that I get killed because I was flashed with the flash grenade. However, using the flashbang for the purpose of clearing out the ADS or wasting it on one of my magnets puts the flashbang higher than the Claymore and the Breaching Charge. You have 3 available. Having 2 operators with flashbangs will burn up every ADS and allow your Zofia, Ash, Ace, or whoever it is to clear utility and push into sight. So I see the flashbang not really as a way to blind your enemies, but really as a counter towards Wamai and Jaeger. Coming in at the number 2 spot, we have the Smoke Grenade. And the Smoke Grenade is a gadget that is really slept on and doesn't see much use because flashbangs are so important to have, especially with this utility meta that we are in. But when looking at the utility that the Smoke Grenade brings, it is one of the best secondary gadgets and makes getting the plant off so much easier. It makes it so much easier to push into the objective by blocking lines of sight so you can safely move in, and using it for the plant forces the defenders to really guess where you're at. And the only people who can really counter the smoke plant is Warden, who, let's be honest, isn't getting picked, and operators with nitros as well as smoke. And overall, the Smoke Grenade is a device that you really don't appreciate how great it is until you're in a situation where you need to push and get the plant off. So I have no problem putting the Smoke Grenade in the number 2 spot. And at our number 1 spot, which should be no surprise to anyone, we have the Frag Grenade. Now, the Frag Grenade is without a doubt the best secondary gadget on attack for a couple reasons. Reason number 1 being that it's a grenade, and you have 2 of them. It's a lethal throwable, and the only other lethal secondary gadget is the Claymore or the Breaching Charge if you get really cheeky with it, which, as I stated, it's rare that you get a kill with any of those. However, a grenade is a device that you could get 2 kills with. And even if it doesn't get a kill, it will be used in a way to move the defender from a specific spot, because with a well-placed grenade, they're either going to die or they have to expose themselves. And actually, the Frag Grenade isn't even the best secondary gadget because it is lethal. Even if the Frag Grenade was non-lethal, it would still be the best secondary gadget due to the fact that it can clear utility. You could take out 2 Evil Eyes, you could take out 2 Banshees, 2 Castle Barricades, a bulletproof camera, a deployable shield. Pretty much any utility can be destroyed with a Frag Grenade, other than the ADS or the Magnet, which again, bring those flashbangs so our man with the frags can clear the utility. So, with all the gadgets on this list, you can make a case for them really being in any spot, except for the Frag Grenade. The Frag Grenade is without a doubt the best secondary gadget. And so that's it. That is the ranking of every attacker secondary gadget. And originally this was going to be a video that had 2 lists in it for the attackers as well as the defenders, but looking at it now, that would be like a 18-minute long video. So I'm just going to cut this up into 2 separate videos with the attackers on one list and then defenders on the next one. So within the week, there will be another list for the defender secondary gadgets. Unless this video just tanks and it's not worth pursuing, expect that to come next week. But anyways, knowing the R6 community, I know for a fact that you didn't agree with everything I just said, so let me know down below what your list is. Where would you put the attacker secondary gadgets? Am I wrong for putting the Frag Grenade in the number 1 spot? Should the Claymore be higher? Should the Smoke Grenade be lower? Let me know. I would love to see your guys' list. But anyways, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like because that helps me out a lot. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon. That way you can be notified every time I post a video. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. I'm the Senator, and as always, have a good one.